Good morning, students. Welcome to ASTRA, the daily current affairs, prelims exclusive. This is exclusively for prelims, those who are preparing for prelims 2023 and who are thinking what to study for current affairs. Please follow this. This is going to help you to crack prelims current affairs. Right. So, exclusively prelims. I am not going to discuss with mains in this. I am focusing on only those components which might be important for current affairs for prelims. First thing, today it is World Tourism Day. September 27th is World Tourism Day. India had one thing called Dharmashala Declaration. Remember this? Dharmashala Declaration is for promoting global tourism and focusing on revival of Indian tourism. So this is important, Dharmashala Declaration. Second one is there is one statement called 2022 Resilient Democracy Statement. This is statement relating to which countries? G7 group. So just remember G7 has given this statement. Resilient Democracies statement is of which group? G7. They will ask this resilient democracy statement is of which group? G7. Next, center pushes for NAVIC system lands smartphone giants on unknown road. That is central government asking that in these smartphone companies has to implement the Indian Regional Navigation Satellite System, IRNSS. This is the answer for the so-called India's answer to global positioning system. As you'll be using your GPS to navigate. So GPS is USA's. So in order to have that in India, India's version of that is known as NAVIC or Global Positioning System of India is this. Now, before going into Indian system, what are the navigation satellites or systems that are present today in the world? GPS, geopositioning system, is of USA's. Remember these things. GLONASS is of Russia. Russia's navigation system is GLONASS. Galileo, European Union's navigation system. China had Baidu, Baidu, right? And India has IRNS. So remember these things. GPS is of USA, Galileo, European Union, GLONASS, Russia, Baidu, China. India had this system called IRNS. IRNS was renamed as NAVIC. That is the thing. So what is our NAVIC contains? IRNS or NAVIC. It contains 3 geostationary Earth orbit satellites and 4 geosynchronous satellites. So in total there are 4 or in total there are 7. 4 are geosynchronous, 3 are geostationary. What are these orbits that we study in science and technology? But just remember we have 7 satellites, 4 are synchronous. In order to have synchronous, we should have even number. Remember that 4 geosynchronous, 3 geostationary. So what is the important thing? How many satellites are present here? Now what type of services it will provide? It will provide 2 types of services. Standard positioning service, which means for all the users it will be just like GPS. If it is embedded into our smartphones, we can use this system for navigation purpose. Standard positioning system. Restricted service system means this is exclusively for military purpose. So for military people, you have restricted service in this only, which means this can be used by both military as well as users. You can use it for all, whereas restricted service is also available here, which will be only for Indian military. So very important thing. So what is this thing? NAVIC, remember the global geopositioning satellite systems and Indian systems 7 and 2 standards here. Swachh Taikathon is being launched from 26th September. Now just remember what is this Swachh Taikathon? This is an action plan to convert waste into toys. Converting waste into toys. Waste into toys is Swachh Taikathon. Toys from Swachhta. That is one. What is this? Converting waste to toys. Second one is which ministry? Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. MEHUA. Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. So this is in line with National Action Plan for Toys. National Action Plan for Toys. Right? Just no need to remember into that depth. What is Swachh Taikathon? Converting waste into toys. Second one, Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. Sitta Nivasal is in news. What is Sitta Nivasal? Sitta Nivasal Pudukottal is the Asia's first cave temple. In India, in Tamil Nadu, you have this Asia's first cave temple is in Sitta Nivasal. Remember that it was patronized by Pallavas. Very important. Now Sitta Nivasal, why it is in news? Recently, Archaeological Survey of India has undertaken conservation measures to conserve this cave. So that is why it is in news. No need for why this is in news. Just remember, Jain influence is present here. Oldest inhabited areas, Jain influence. Pandya paintings are present here. Pallavas has patronized this. And on the ceilings you have Bhavyas. Bhavyas. Who are Bhavyas? In Jainism, they are exalted souls who work to achieve moksha or spiritual liberation. So Bhavyas, who work for spiritual liberation. So these are Jain temples. Remember that. Jain temples, not Buddhist temples, Jain temples. So Bhavyas. Bhavyas are those related to Jainism who are working for moksha or spiritual liberation. So this is Ardha Mandapa temple. Ardha Mandapa temple. Mandapas are Ardha Mandapa temples here. So remember this. So Sittanivasam, Jain temple. Bhavyas, Jainism. Pandyas, Pallavas have promoted it, and then you have something called this is the first Asian cave temple. Simple. Next one, Operation Mega Chakra. Remember what is this Operation Mega Chakra? Who launched this? CBI launched this in order to control child sexual abuse. For child sexual abuse control. See, against the circulation and sharing of child sexual abuse material. If someone is sharing this, CBI is going to take action. That is the thing. So who has launched this? CBI. Why it is? Child sexual abuse control. Now it is in line with India's Interpol's relation or Interpol's call that Mega Chakra was launched based on this inputs from Singapore. So you have Operation Carbon also. Similar thing. Operation Carbon and Operation Mega Chakra are for controlling child sexual abuse of CBI. Just remember that. Done. Global Ocean Observation System. Goose Global Ocean Observation System. It is a report card given by which organization? WMO, World Meteorological Organization. Just remember who has given this report. WMO. Not more than enough. Now it is telling about how carbon dioxide oceans are acting as carbon sinks. No need to go into report, just report who has given Goose report, WMO. Coal gasification. Coal India has signed MOUs with BHEL and GAIL to convert solid coal into coal gasification. Now, what is gasification? It is the partially oxidization of coal, burning it in air, oxygen, steam or carbon dioxide under controlled conditions. Now this is going to make synchronized gas, syngas. Syngas means synthetic gas. It contains hydrogen, methane, carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide and water vapor. So these are the things that are consisted in syngas. Remember, this is previous year prelims question. What does syngas contain? Now how you have coal gasification process? First there will be coal. Rather than extracting coal, you will be converting it to gas and you will be converting. So oxygen and water, you are mixing it. Under extreme conditions, you are burning it and you are converting that coal into syngas. Majorly syngas contains which of the following? Remember only two. Hydrogen, carbon monoxide. Very important. Right, these are the major byproducts, hydrogen and carbon monoxide. Hydrogen, carbon monoxide. There are other products are carbon dioxide and other things, but major thing is this. So syngas contains this. IPSA is in news. Yesterday I have said IPSA is India, South Africa, Brazil. Trilateral groupings that India is having. Now it was formed, it is a G3 group of 3. It is formed in 2003 Brasilia Declaration. Just remember this. G3 Brasilia Declaration. It is for South-South cooperation. All the southern countries of the world, global southern countries are cooperating here. So IPSA formed in 2003 after Basilian Declaration. This was in news, a place called Kianjar. Kianjar is in Odisha. It is iron-rich state. It has huge iron ore reserves, but the people here are suffering from underweight, anemia, these problems, right? We have huge flush of reserves, but still you have least development. So just remember the place is located in iron-rich country, iron-rich belt of Odisha, Kianjar. Remember this. So this is the current affairs for the today. It's simple. Just focus on this. It is going to help you. Thanks for joining. We'll meet you tomorrow.